Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I've made a video, and I do have reasons, but I'm sure you don't want to hear them. But the biggest reason is that I've moved again. I think I posted another video that I was moving and getting situated, and then I moved again. I finally have my own place, my own space, and so now I am back to making videos again. And I just wanted to share all the manga that I was able to read in the year of 2021. And I read a total of 30 books according to Goodreads, probably give or take a few, because Goodreads counts it when you don't finish a book for some reason. So give or take, I read 30 books and 22 of those were manga. And so I'm going to share those with you. And first I want to start with the first 4 that I don't have physical copies of. And one of them is Noah 0. I read that, I want to say early 2021. I actually forgot that I read this. And Noah 0 is just one volume of 3 chapters. And y'all, I can't even tell you what this manga is about, really. Like I said, it was only 3 chapters, so not much plot development really, but I just really wasn't feeling it. It was just a whole bunch of action sequences, explosions, fighting in big machines, and more explosions, and lots of black and white ink on the page. And I'm just not a fan of, I don't even know if this would be considered mecha, because I don't really know what that is, but like, I think it's not my thing. I don't really care for a whole lot of explosions and lights and stuff on page. I'm not into big fighting machines. And like I said, I don't even know what the plot was about. I think there was like some aliens or moon people or something who was coming down to Earth, and then people were trying to like sabotage and kill the moon princess. And I don't know, like, it's like, me saying that sounds like it could be interesting, but I was not interested. So moving on, I read the first 3 volumes in Idle Dreams, and this came to a screeching halt for me. Like, I enjoyed the first volume tremendously. It was so fun. Second volume, I did not like it that much. And then I continued on to the 3rd volume, and this is where I was just like, no, I draw the line. And for anyone that doesn't know, Idle Dreams is about a woman. She's 30 years old, and she takes some type of new pharmaceutical drug that transports her back into her 15-year-old body. Like, it doesn't push her back in time. She literally just like de-ages, and she's 15 again. And so she's using this so she can accomplish all of the dreams that she never got to when she was 15. Sounds interesting, right? Well, it was, until this 30-year-old woman started dating a 15-year-old boy. And I'm just, no, okay? Age gaps are one thing when both parties are adults. And when I say adults, I mean both people are over the age of like 22. So 22 and over. But when one party is an adult and the other is a freaking teenager, like, that's a hard no for me. And I guess they tried to make it pass because she's in her 15-year-old body. I'm like, but she's not actually 15 though. She still has her 30-year-old mind, her 30-year-old memories, her 30-year-old experiences. And here she is agreeing to date a 15-year-old boy. Like, it was just really icky to me. I did not like that at all. Like, I understand that in Japan, the age of consent is extremely young, and you would be considered a pedophile here in the States if you ever got in an involved romantic relationship with somebody that young. But like, that's gross. I just can't get down with that at all. And so I stopped reading it. Anyway, moving on, we have one more that I did not like, and I do have a physical copy of it. And that is The Ancient Magus Bride, Volume 1. I did not really care for this volume, and this has like a big fan base, and everyone really recommends it. However, I couldn't get my footing in this world. I didn't really even understand what was going on. Like, what was the plot? There really wasn't one. It was just stuff happening. And I don't really need someone holding my hand in new stories, in new fantasy worlds, but like, you can't just throw me off the deep edge, throw me off the edge of the cliff and expect me to survive when you have all of this terminology that I have no idea what you're talking about, all these creatures that I've never seen before. And like, what the heck is a Magus? Like, I don't even know what it is. And so initially I thought that this ancient Magus bride was like for show. I thought it was just like a cover up, you know, just so he could train her in the magic that she's naturally in. But like, look at this guy. That's him. That's him when he turns into human form. And so I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Age gap. Age gap. Again, I thought it was for show. It's not for show. Like, he was really trying to woo her in this little volume. And she's 15. Here we go. Again with 15. And he's like thousands of years old because he's an ancient Magus, whatever that is. But like, it would be one thing if he was an ancient Magus, but he was frozen at 15. You know what I mean? I can give that a little bit of a pass. It's still a little strange, but I can give it a little bit of a pass. But like, in his human form, he's a grown man. He looks to be in his 40s, almost 50s. Like, they gave him wrinkles, y'all. And she's 15. And he's trying to woo her and, like, seriously marry her. And I just can't get down with that, okay? Age gaps with an underage person is a no. That's pedophilia. Okay, anyway. I will not be continuing on with this because, again, I don't like age gaps. And two, I don't understand the plot, and it was just too much being thrown at me at once, and I wasn't having a good time. I think all the creatures and characters are cool, but like, that's it. I won't be continuing. Now, moving on into things that I liked. I read the first 2 volumes in the I Hear the Sunspot series. I read I Hear the Sunspot Volume 1 twice in 2021. And then I read I Hear the Sunspot Theory of Happiness once. And I really enjoyed I Hear the Sunspot. Obviously, I read it twice. And this one was just okay. And my main qualm with it is that they entered a girl, like input a girl to come between the beloved BL couple. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like it. We don't need her. She's obviously put there to cause drama and to try and come between the two main couple. And I don't like that type of angst. Like, it's completely unneeded. And in my opinion, I think that's lazy writing. Like, there's no other way you could have made angst or drama. Like, you had to put a girl to see whether or not, like, there's no question about whether or not these guys want to be together. We don't need the girl, okay? And not only that, but like, she had issues of her own. Like, she was also hard of hearing, just like Kohai right here. Kohei. I don't really know how to say his name. That's Kohai and that's Tai-chan. And so she's hard of hearing as well. And I guess she feels like her and Kohai need to be best friends and super close because they have a common thing, such as being hard of hearing. And she thinks Tai-chan is immature and not good enough and doesn't understand anything. She thinks he's stupid. She literally treats him like the dirt underneath her shoe. And she's two-faced about it. Like, she will go be smiling up in his face and then just say some really mean things to him. And he rarely ever stuck up for himself. He would just be like, I don't understand this girl. Why is she acting like that? And then when he finally, like, told her about herself, what'd she do? Break down crying. Really? And then turned right around and was mean again. And I'm just like, I just want this girl out the story. And so eventually she did back off, but I was already upset and didn't enjoy the story as much as the first one. I do plan on reading the final 3 volumes eventually, and I'm hoping that the author does not choose to input another female in the mix or just a third party in general, because we already know these guys want to be together. We don't need somebody trying to come between them, and I hate that being the drama between couples. We don't need a third person. Leave them out of it. But anyway, I think this is a great series so far about a loud guy and a hard of hearing guy, and how they come together, their journey through their friendship, and that eventually develops into more. So moving on. Next, I read 7 Days, and I enjoyed this. I've watched the live action first, but the live action was taken from this, and I didn't know that. And turns out it's literally verbatim what's in this manga. Literally verbatim. Like, he looked like that in the film. But yeah, there was a weirdness with his brother's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, and that was weird in the film as well. But the volume itself, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. Oh my goodness, wait, I have to go back. Oh, I can't find it anymore. Like, he actually wore this stuff. Like, this scene is like, they wore exactly this in the movie. Literally verbatim. It's so cool, like, how true they stay to the source material. And I enjoyed it. I'd read it again. I do think they could have cut out the weird bit with his brother and his brother's girlfriend, and how she also tries to hit on him. It's weird. But I still enjoyed the volume. Next, I read A Man and His Cat, volumes 1 through 3. And y'all already know how much I love this series. It is so wholesome, so cute. It just makes you feel so warm inside. Like, this old man, he's a widow. This widow old man and his little fat chunky cat. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. And oh wait, I read the 4th one. I knew I was missing one. Here's the 4th one. I also read the 4th one, y'all. And yes, we do have a new character. He was introduced at the end of volume 3. For anyone that doesn't know what this is about, this is literally about a man and his cat. And he ended up getting a cat because his late wife, she wanted a cat, never got one while she was alive. And so now that she's passed, he's gone on and gotten a cat because he does feel lonely. He misses his wife greatly. And he also was a former classical musician. He played the piano. This guy was a young guy that actually looked up to him, but then ended up started hating him because he was such huge competition. And since he was so quiet, he thought he was stuck up. And so they never really spoke, but he secretly hates him because his mother also compares him to him, like, all the time. His mother is like very, I can't put into words, you just have to read it. She is something, okay? But he also ended up getting a cat because his mother just left it in his care without really his permission. And so now it looks like our old man might get a new friend. Rival turned friend, that could be a plot, okay? And their cats are siblings, you guys. They're siblings. They came from the same litter. Small world. But I am enjoying this so much. These, and I love the backs, like the little cartoons that they draw on the back. Look at that. And they all pretty much look like that. I love these. I love these so much. And this one is my favorite cover. Like, look at the color scheme. Look how cute. Look how precious. Oh my gosh. But yeah, look at that. It's so cute, y'all. But yes, that's him playing the piano. And initially the first volume, oops, I keep knocking this camera. Volume 1 was really just very episodic, like there was no plot. And volume 2 was essentially the same. We did have some reoccurring characters that could develop into a plot, but it was still mostly episodic. Volume 3 was the first volume where we actually start following a plot. And of course, I told you we actually got to meet some new characters. And then that's how we get this guy here. And I like it. I like it a lot. Next, I read, again, I don't know how to pronounce this, Digo Boko Sugar Days. And I'm hoping you guys can't see the bend in this volume because it got a little damaged during the move. But anyway, this volume is only a 1-volume manga. It is about two friends. Don't ask me their names. It's been a long time since I've read it. I read it at the beginning of the year. I don't remember their names. They're best friends, okay? They grew up together. The pink-haired guy is super, super tall. He's like over 6 feet. And then this little guy is like 5'4". But he's like the really gruff one and always used to take care of him and take up for him because he got teased a lot and bullied, and people thought he was a girl because he was so pretty when he was younger. And anyway, turns out they like each other, but the little black-haired one, he be trying to fight it, and he's like, this is my best friend, can't be doing this, but he's so cute, I like him, blah blah blah. And so this just follows their days at school and their develop of eventual romance, and it's actually really hilarious. But I gotta warn y'all, there is some sexual content in here, and it took me completely by surprise because it really just like comes at you. After all this fluffiness, all of a sudden, sex. So be aware of that. Next, I have Cherry Magic Volumes 1 through 3. And this series is about a guy. Oh, I'm so terrible at names. Oh my gosh. A guy, the black hair, who he turned 30 and all of a sudden he can now read minds. And the reason for this is because he turned 30 and he's still a virgin. But then turns out that this other guy, the really tall one, a guy that he works with who's like super popular, everyone likes him, everyone wants to be like him, be around him, and turns out he actually likes him. And he only found out because he bumped into him. So he can really only read minds if he touches someone. And so he ends up bumping him. Turns out that he likes him, and that's really where the story takes off. And they do have parental advisory for explicit content on them, but I will say, unlike Digo Boko Sugar Days, I really don't find the content here to be explicit. Like, yeah, he do be getting kind of like intense with his thoughts, but there's never anything graphic said or drawn on page. Like, he'll start thinking something, and so we get the gist of where he's going with it, and then it cuts off, and he's like, no, I gotta stop thinking that. And then, of course, there's been some thoughts of him wanting to, get him in bed. But like I said, it's not graphically drawn out on the page. So I don't know why there's advisories on here. But I mean, thanks for the warning. I was prepared. And turns out there's nothing to be prepared for. But this is a nice volume. They're very, very short. Did I say nice volume? I meant nice series. And they're very short, as you can see. And that actually does upset me because, like, oh no, look what I did to my volume. They cost as much as thicker ones, like the ones you see back there. Back there. But look how thin they are. And so, I don't know. I do wish they were cheaper or longer, actually. I wish they were longer. But I'm actually enjoying this. And I believe volume 4 comes out sometime this year. I don't know when. I don't remember because I've been trying to keep watch on lots of volumes, and a lot are released. Continuing series are being released this year in 2022. I just don't remember when because it's any time from February up until like June for a lot of the ones I'm waiting on. So anyway, I recommend this series a lot. If you are not into heavy sexual content, then this series is for you, despite the warnings on there. Moving on. Another cat book. I read Sue and Tai-chan. I don't know if it's Sue and Tai-chan. I really don't know because I've never heard anyone say this besides me. But this is another series about a cat, and this one follows an old cat whose human ends up getting a kitten, and it just follows their relationship, and it's honestly so adorable. Like, she is literally a grandma, and Tai-chan is like the toddler who just wants to play all the time, and it's so cute. Not as cute as the man and his cat, but still cute and worth the read. Okay, I have to be quick because my camera's running out of storage. This one is called There Are Things I Can't Tell You, and this book follows two friends who, one is very straight-laced and book smart, and the other one is, you know, more athletic and down to earth and all this stuff. But they end up liking each other and drama, but I will say this definitely has explicit content in it, so beware of that. I had an idea going into it, but I didn't know it was going to be as explicit as it was. And I didn't really like it because throughout the sexual encounters, they kind of like change personalities. Like, I hate it when people change personalities as soon as they get in bed. Like, where's the little fluff ball that we've been reading about for all these many pages? You know what I mean? But it was okay. I feel like this entire volume was just okay. I do not see myself reading it again. I don't know. It was just another friends to lovers story, and it was just okay. Okay, y'all knew it was coming. I read volumes 2 through 5 of Night of the Ice, which has quickly become one of my favorite series, and I enjoyed all of them except volume 5. They really tried to up the angst in volume 5, and our main girl was really getting on my nerves. I did not like her the entirety of volume 5. She became selfish, childish, stuck up. Did I say selfish? Very selfish. And I didn't like the angst that they were trying to build, especially when in this volume our two main characters are finally together. So, like, I don't know, all of her insecurity really came to the forefront, and it really bothered me the way she handled things. I did read volume 6, but I read it this month, so that doesn't count for 2021 reads. But volume 6 was better than volume 5, and I started liking the series again. I'm hoping 7 through however many volumes we have left is much better, but volume 5 made me upset. But 2, 3, and 4 were the bomb. I am loving this series. I'm loving the artwork, and I can't wait to keep reading. And again, if you have not read Night of the Ice, read it. Read it. Okay? Sakura Peach demands you read Night of the Ice. Okay? And A Man and His Cat. But anyway, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope this video wasn't too long, and I know this ending is rushed, but like I said, my camera is running out of storage, and I keep getting a notification as I keep talking. So anyway, thank you all for coming back to my channel and watching this video. I know it's been a long time. Hopefully it won't be that long again by the next time I make a video, but anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye.